Hi everyone, it's me Wendy from Bake with Bakabee. Welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you guys again. If you are new here, welcome. Here you can find fun, easy and delicious baking recipes, tips and tricks for baking, baking tools, organizing hacks. Everything is about baking. If you like baking as much as I do, this channel is for you. Alright, so for today's video, I'm going to share with you a recipe of a lemon curd tart with fresh berries. I'm going to show you how to make a pie crust from scratch, how to make lemon curd, how to assemble the tart, and how to decorate it in my own way. I promise, it doesn't just look amazing, it tastes fantastic as well. I just think it is a perfect combination of tangy lemon curd with buttery pie crust. Who can resist it? Do you want to know how to make it from scratch? Just keep on watching.
Step number 1. Make the lemon curd. You will need 5 egg yolks plus 2 whole eggs. Put them into a heat-proof bowl. And add the freshly squeezed lemon juice. And 110 grams of caster sugar. Also, to make it really lemony, add the zest of 1 lemon as well. Give it a quick whisk before taking it to the stove. Get a saucepan and put some water into it. Turn on the medium heat. Put the egg mixture on top of the saucepan using the double boiler method, also known as bain-marie, to cook the egg mixture very gently and slowly. Be patient, it takes around 8 to 10 minutes to cook the mixture until it thickens. I confess this long and slow process is quite boring. I suggest you can watch my videos to kill the time during the cooking. It's just a suggestion. After around 8 minutes, you can see the mixture has thickened. It is time to move it away from the heat and place it on a heat-proof mat. Then add 60 grams of cold chopped salted butter. I use salted butter because it adds a bit of saltiness to the tangy lemon flavor. Yum! Then use a whisk to mix the butter and the lemon mixture well. After everything is well mixed, the lemon curd now looks shiny and it smells delicious. I'm very happy with how it turns out right now. But there is one more step that we can do to make it look and taste even better. Do you know what it is? Now I'm going to show you. The trick is get a fine sieve, pour the delicious lemon curd into it, and press it through the sieve using a spatula. By doing this extra step, your lemon curd will become really smooth. Don't forget to scrape all the lemon curd stick onto the bottom of the sieve. Then cover it with cling film or put it into a jar and refrigerated it when we needed to assemble the tart. Step number 2. Make the sweet crust pastry. First, let's prepare the dry ingredients. Sieve 195 grams of all-purpose flour and add 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Then mix them well and set aside. Beat 113 grams of unsalted butter in a mixer with a paddle attachment. I like scrape down the sides of the bowl first before adding the sugar. Always remember to do this step because it will help to mix everything well. After the butter mixture turns fluffy and pale, turn the mixer a bit slower and add 1 slightly beaten egg to the mixture. Then lightly mix it. The mixture might become a bit curdled. Don't worry, it's normal. Now it's time to stop the mixer again to scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything is well combined. Then add the dry ingredients and mix it in a low speed until it turns into a dough texture. As you can see, there is a lot of flour stick onto the sides of the bowl. You can stop the mixer once or twice in between to scrape down the sides of it. Once it turns into a dough texture, just like this, stop the mixer and gather everything using a spatula. Prepare a sheet of cling film and place it onto a flat surface. Place the dough onto it and wrap it well. It is better to flatten it and even it out lightly by hand because it will be easier to place it into the tart mold in the next step. Then refrigerate the dough for about 30 minutes or until it becomes slightly firm. It's time to preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius before we mold the tart shell. Here I am using a 9 inches in diameter removable bottom tart tin, and I lightly brush it with butter just in case to avoid any sticking, but this step is totally optional. After around 30 minutes, the dough is slightly firm now. Take it out from the fridge and unwrap it. You can either roll out the dough using a rolling pin first and place it in a mold, or if you don't have a rolling pin, no worries, I'm going to show you how to do it. You just need to use your fingers to push the dough to the edge to form a tart shell. If the dough is broken or you see holes, no worries, just use some dough to patch it back. This dough is very easy to work with, just like a cookie dough. And try your best to make it as even as you can. Just like this, you can also use the back of a spoon to smooth out the pie crust, but I like using my fingers. I feel this is the easiest way to do it. Once you are happy with the crust, use a spatula or a knife to trim off the edge of it to make it look tidy. Put the excess back to the pie crust, don't waste it. Before we blind bake the pie crust, use a fork to poke holes in the dough. This allows the steam to escape so that the pie crust doesn't puff up in the oven. Then put the whole tin onto a baking tray before baking it. It is just easier to handle the tin. Bake it for around 20 to 25 minutes or until the edge turns golden brown and the pie crust is dry, just like this. I wish you can smell it now. It smells amazing. It is very buttery, just like a giant cookie. When the pie crust is still warm, beat 1 egg white and lightly brush on the bottom of it to create a barrier between the filling and the crust so that it can prevent the crust base go soft or soggy. You now can put it back to the oven to continue to bake it for another 3 to 5 minutes to dry the egg white out. Finally, our pie crust is done. It smells very buttery. I can just eat it right now. Bear in mind, pie crust is not like other bakes. We need to leave it in the tin to cool down completely before remove it from it. So, be patient. Step number 3. Assemble the tart. Wow, after all the waiting, it's time to assemble it. We have the cooled pie crust and chilled lemon curd. Scoop the lemon curd on the pie crust as much as you want and level it with an offset spatula. Try to make the surface of the tart as smooth as you can. It's all about presentation, isn't it? When you are happy with it, put the tart in the fridge to chill for about 2 to 3 hours to set. Now is the moment of truth. We are going to unmold the tart. Get a tall glass and place the tin on top. Gently wiggle the tin. It should come off easily. Ta-da! Now you can either leave the bottom of the tin and place the tart on a serving plate to serve, or I'm going to show you how to remove the bottom of the tin. First, Place the tart on a flat surface. Use a spatula or a knife. Gently and slowly slide it around the bottom. And then use the spatula to lift up the tart a bit and move it away from the tin carefully. Now you can place the tart on a serving plate. Step number 4. Decorate the tart. I'm going to decorate it with berries, but you can decorate it using lemon slices or any way you like. Here I have some strawberries and I sliced some of them in half. Also, I have some blueberries as well. I plan to place the berries on the tart like a half moon. This is the part that I like the most. It is so much fun and so creative. But as I said, you can decorate it in any way you like. In whatever way, the tart still tastes amazing. I confess, it is so tempting to cut a slice when it is chilling in the fridge. Finally, dust some icing sugar on top to make it look even more tempting. Ta-da! This is my version of homemade lemon curd tart with fresh berries, tangy lemon curd with buttery pie crust, decorated with colorful, delicious berries. Who can resist it? You need to make one for yourself.
So, do you like it? It is easier than you thought, isn't it? I'm 100% sure if you make it, your friends and family will be impressed. This is just a perfect dessert for any family celebrations or a dinner party. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give me a big thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave your comments down below. I would love to reply it. And make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell next to it so that you will be notified every time when my new video goes live. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!